Forces athlete Stephen Mitch Mitchell is a man on a mission. The corporal, who serves with 5 Battalion Remy, is gunning for a place at the 2028 Los Angeles Olympic Games. His fine form in the 10-metre Olympic air rifle event has seen him surge up the national rankings.
I'm currently number 2 in GB, so I look at the number 1, see what he's doing. He shot some big scores recently in December, so I straight away I was on the phone figuring out like what did he do, what did he change, what was the mental process, like how can I take what he did and put it into my own shooting. Yeah, of course, definitely.
Competitive target shooting demands exceptional concentration and a strong psychological approach for elite level performance, especially when under pressure during competition.
With our sport, I'm trying to obviously hit 10s 60 times. It's quite hard to do. When you do get a roll going on and you get a few, like a roll of 10s on the screen, you obviously get the thoughts in your head of like, please don't be a 9 for the next shot. Obviously all those are negative thoughts, so you have to sort of put coping mechanisms in there to overcome that stuff. I've worked with various sports psychs as well to try and overcome this and increase my performance whilst I'm in match. I'd say at the moment as well, I'm very much in a stage where it's like 95% mental, 5% skill. I've got the base knowledge of what I need to do, but it's been on that firing point under those pressures that I'm trying to overcome to come away with 60 10s, I suppose, and a big decimal score.
It's such a sport that relies so heavily on that mental application, and I just wonder if you are able to draw upon any of your military experiences, because being a soldier you are exposed to an awful lot of things. Yeah,
definitely. I've definitely been in some tough situations being in the army, stressful situations, and yeah, all the time I've been in the army, I suppose it has prepped me to cope better when I'm shooting and just get on with the job, I suppose, yeah.
The event commands intense levels of training. Does he ask himself why he keeps putting himself through the rigours of practice and competition?
Oh, God, good question. That one is a tough one, because sometimes I do ask myself, I go, why am I doing this? It's such a weird and silly sport, I suppose. I don't know, I get the satisfaction out of it when the process is good. I'm still on the hold, I pull the trigger and I look down at the target and it's a nice deep 10. That's the satisfaction I get. I suppose if someone else has that same satisfaction, they'll probably enjoy it as much as I do.
And give us a little insight then of the exhilaration of reaching a podium after a very long and gruelling competition.
It's great. It is good. It just shows all the work that I've put in is actually gone to the right place. Yeah.
Podium places in shooting come no bigger than at an Olympic Games, and LA 2028 is the event Mitchell is focused on.
Definitely, yeah. Olympics is my focus. Even if I'm number 2, I could still get there with being number 2. It's just obviously number 1 doesn't have to be really good, like much better than me. But yeah, that's the ultimate goal, I suppose, yeah.
And what do you have to do then? You know, how is it that you're going to take that spot and represent Team GB?
So yeah, getting to number 1 just means I've got to beat him in the rankings. So as long as my scores are higher than his in the rankings, I'll go above him. That's just competing better and having a better performance at all the competitions I go to.
In the short term, Mitchell has the chance to take on the very best at major tournaments, including the World Championships in Cairo later in the year. Julian Evans, BFBS Forces News, Bisley. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.